Good evening, Carlisle family. I miss you so, so much. I just want to say a happy happy Staff Appreciation Week to each and every one of you. I know that I feel so very blessed to work alongside each and every one of you. You guys are absolutely amazing, and you have made this remote learning transition very smooth. And I cannot thank you enough. Thank you for the countless hours that you've spent neglecting your own things and your own family to make sure that things were off to a great start. Thank you for going above and beyond. Thank you for the countless hours you've teamed and Zoomed together. I've got a chance to hop in some of those meetings, and you guys are super amazing. Thank you for the support that you've provided. Thank you for doing live sessions with students. Thank you for the read alouds. Thank you for all the things that I'm not even remembering to thank you for now for the sake of time. But each and every one of you has played an amazing and a huge part in making Carlisle the best and brightest place to learn and grow, and I cannot thank you enough. So from the bottom of my heart, I just really want to thank each and every one of you. I know that some principals are out there going from home to home and delivering things. As I said, when we return in the fall, we'll do something a little bit bigger and a little bit brighter. But for now, I wanted just to come to you and say how very much I appreciate you, and that I see you. I see you, and your work does not go unnoticed. So thanks you guys. You truly do make Carlisle the best place. I do want to go over a few quick things. I hope you enjoy tomorrow afternoon off. And happy Mother's Day out to all the mothers and all of the men out there. Happy Mother's Day if you to your wives and significant others. I want to say that early on. Take time to relax, and hopefully getting off a little bit earlier tomorrow will help you start your weekend a little bit earlier. So Diane and I thought you'd like that. I do want to go over a few things with you since I'm canceling tomorrow's meeting. I am going to miss you guys, but we'll pick up next week. Just a few things. As far as end of the year conferences, remember that with K through 2, end of year conferences is not going to look the same as it has in the past. But of course, we need to report progress to all parents. Team leaders, we already kind of talked about this, but just to review, when it comes to conferencing, you can make sure to let parents know, report end of year progress to parents, either by phone or by email. You can certainly Zoom with parents if you would like to, but I would say that things can be done through email, except those parents that you've been really worried about, students who haven't made progress. You want to be sure that you have either spoken to them by phone or you've done a face-to-face, so that, when we look at next year, they're not saying, oh, I don't remember that, I didn't get an email, that kind of thing, that you can really, lay it out for them and make sure they understand. Now with that, we do need to have some of the documentation, and I recognize that sending parents an email is documentation enough, but you guys know it's easy for something to happen to that as well. So what I'm asking teams to do is, team leaders, if you would open up a Google Doc and then give editing rights to everybody on your team, and everybody on your team kind of give a section for the kids in your class, so that you can go in there, and when you talk to parents or when you send them that email, just make it a column. Put the student's name in one column, and the second column, made contact on, and in that little blank you can put called and spoke with mom and dad on 5/7/20. Zoomed with parents on 5/9/20, send an email on 5/20 at 5:25 p.m. Just a quick little note, that's all. Just keep it simple, the name of the student, and then when you contacted them with the information, that would be great. When you do contact them, you can share the portfolio, do that, by email. You can share that Tier 2 end of year letter. You can attach that to the email. We're not creating anything new. Remember that. It's just old where we left off mid-year. Include that, and then of course, anything else that's pertinent that the parents would need to know. So you can include all of that in the email to the parents. If you do call them, you can follow up with an email as well. So I'm giving you lots of options, but the main thing is make contact, and I would not wait until the 22nd to get it done. Now, some of you are asking, when are conferences, when do we need to have these conferences due by? I recognize all the things that are going on in your lives and every day and all the things that you're doing. So the deadline is the last day, 5/22, but I wouldn't wait to call all 22 of your parents or try to reach out to them on the 22nd. But that is the last day that you need to have made contact with all of your parents before we shut it down for the year. So hopefully that answers that question. All right, now, with that being said, tomorrow is going to be class cleanup and pack up for teachers. So next week, attached to this email, or attached to this, you'll find all the details, but I want to make sure I kind of go over it with you. So next week is cleanup of your classrooms for you. Packing up anything, counting textbooks, stacking those, getting things off of your wall. They're probably going to do some touch-up paint. I know last year they painted and moved things and you guys were a little bit upset. Or you didn't move something and there was like a outline of where the picture was when you tried to move it. So you might want to clean up your walls, pack up stuff, take home plants, defrost refrigerators, do all the things you need to do that are on that end of year checklist. And then the following week, we'll worry about packing up for the students. Now, of course, if you have time during this week to pack up kids' stuff, you can do that too, because some of you don't have very much to do in your own rooms. But if you do, then I would take care of your needs first, because after the 22nd, there's really no, there's not a lot of getting back into the building, okay? So let me share my screen with you. You're going to get this information, but I'm going to share my screen and I'll just talk through this really briefly. All right, so you should be seeing my screen here, and I'm going to go to this end of year campus closing sheet. So you'll get this attached to this video. You can see here where it says May 11th through the 15th, teacher pack up and clean up. And then the 18th through the 20th, this district is still planning, and this is pending district approval, but I kind of plan for it unless there are any changes. So I'm going to click on the schedule here, and everybody will be able to sign up during these times. The rule is 25% capacity limitation. So that means it within a grade level and within the building as a whole. So if you think about that, if there are 4 teachers on the team, only one person can be in your grade level pod at any time. So please don't get on this list and sign up as teams. You each are gonna have to pack up on a separate day. Now, if you have 6 people on your team, you could probably get 2 people on a day within that grade level pod, and we'd still be within the guidelines, okay? So this is for you. So all next week, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15, I tacked on 2 additional days just in case you can't get all of your stuff done here, but just know that this is only if you're not able to get it done within this week, because that gives you a week to pack up, and I think that's reasonable, but I understand we're all looking at some time constraints. So you can either come in from 8 to 12 or from 1 to 5. And you can see the administrators on duty there, and then Kelly and Mandy are going to help me out as well and take some of those shifts because they have a few more things to do. Remember, this is not a time to congregate. This is not a time to, we're still social distancing, you all. We're going to have bags here for kid stuff. If you come across something that you want to stick in the bag and put the label on it, that's fine. You're welcome to bring paper sacks of your own to pack up some of your own stuff. But mainly, this is your time as teachers to get everything done on the end of your checklist that you need to get done. This next tab down at the bottom, when you click on it, this is going to list what we're going to do for student pickup. So on the 18th, that's the following Monday, that's going to be for you to come and pack up kid stuff if you didn't get to do it during next week. So you can see from there, that is 8 to 4, basically. You can come up and sign up for a time and come up and pack up your kids' stuff if you didn't finish, or if you just want to focus on your stuff next week and come up on the 18th and take care of the kids' stuff. Student pickup days are going to be on the 19th and the 20th. I figured I'd limit it to 2 days instead of doing K on one day, first grade on one day, second grade on another. That was too much. So K2 on Tuesday the 19th, 3 through 5 on Wednesday the 20th. So that leaves us Thursday and Friday. If anything should go awry and we need to, you know, work with families, I just wanted to keep it short and sweet. So on that pickup day, the kids will be driving through the carpool pickup line between the hours of 9 and 12. That's 3 hours. They should be able to come and get all of their stuff and drop off anything that they have during this time. And for 3 through 5 here. K through 2 teachers, you'll be assigned on this day. 3 through 5 teachers, you'll be assigned on this day. So you'll get a chance to send off and wave off to your kids. We're going to do it in like the carpool fashion. So the car enters the drive and someone will be on the walkie, probably Mrs. Mathis or myself. There may be a couple of us. And we will say, we might say Camp Trio, 2nd grade. Camp Trio, 2nd grade. So you guys are going to have the kids' stuff lined up alphabetically in the gym on tables. People inside will be working. We'll hear that. We'll come out, hand off the bag. You guys will put it in the car, wave bye to the Camp Trio, and they're off and at it. Next car, which is going to be quick. They're going to be coming through. And we'll just have shifts. Well, I gave you guys an hour in between to go to the restroom, you know, take a quick break. Then we'll go back at it from 11 to 12, and then we're done for the day. I'm asking all professional staff to sign up for one of those times to help us, because although there'll be a lot of us here, there's going to be a lot of families coming through trying to get this done. But we can manage it, we can get it done. And 3 through 5, of course, 5th graders, it's gonna be bittersweet. So we'll be waving to our 5th graders, and we'll love that and enjoy that. So that's what that looks like, you guys. I know I'm talking fast, but you can kind of sit back and read this and, you know, go through it for yourself. I'm gonna go back up here to this end of the year checklist. Everything that you need to know is here. As far as what you need to clean out, you can click here and see what you need to do as far as this end of the year checklist, keys, turning in, all of that stuff. And then also the district end of the year checklist as far as portfolios and what we need to do here. We're not going to worry about putting things in the CUME file right now. You'll have a chance to do that later when we come back in the fall. We're just not all going to be trying to get into the CUME room piling on top of each other when we're trying to practice social distancing. So let's just not worry about that, but you will need to collect those things, and then we can actually physically put them in the Cume file later. All right, you guys, that was a quick, fast crash course. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen and come back to you guys. Again, I'll look forward to seeing you guys next week. Enjoy your weekend. Again, thank you guys for being an amazing staff. And as soon as that sweet treat, we have that lockdown for you, we will let you know. We're trying to have it here for you either when you come and pack up next week, or that following Tuesday and Wednesday when you're coming to wave kids off and you know, get back return kid items. So we'll have a little teacher appreciation sweet treat for you then. All right, guys. All right. Mwah, 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 mwah. I am up here at school, but it is 6:15 and I think I'm ready to go home. I haven't eaten today. I'm starving and I'm almost ready to pass out. So I'm going to go home and fix myself something yummy to eat. And you guys text me, email me, call me if you have any questions or you need anything. Otherwise, you are a staff that rocks. All right. Happy teacher staff appreciation. Bye, guys.